Hello, and welcome to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt. This is a new battle royale out for the PS5 and PC. No word on whether it's ever coming to PS4 or Xbox. No confirmed plans at the time, which is a real shame because it is crossplay. It would be really nice to have, everyone in, but fair enough. It's whatever they want to do. They've obviously signed some sort of deal, or Xbox weren't interested, or whatever. Um, yeah, so in this battle royale, it's set in the Vampire the Masquerade universe. As you can see, you've got like your typical battle royale stuff. You've got battle pass going on. It's not actually available yet. You've got a store that's kind of reminiscent of Fortnite. You get sort of like, yeah, different costumes. The costumes are like race locked, so like they're specific. You've got all the races from Vampire the Masquerade basically. So you've got the Nosferatu characters, and they're the only ones that can wear this outfit, which seems a bit limiting. Not a huge fan of that, especially when the store is quite small. You get to customize your own character. So you'll be male, female. There's a few different head types. It changes depending on which race you have. Skin tones, obviously. Hair, not a good selection of hair. I hate to say it. It's not great. Yeah, 8 total, not good. Hair color, again, very limited. Eye color, very limited. Makeup, fine, but like also quite limited. Same with tattoos. But I would assume that they're going to put some of this stuff on the battle pass to actually give you an incentive to play the game, kind of thing, which makes sense. So no harm, no foul in the early stages. This is what you start with in terms of costumes. They're all fine, depending on what kind of character you're building. Of these starting costumes, any race can wear any of them, so that's cool. You can also customize accessories, which is like piercings, masks, and glasses and stuff. Emotes, your player icon. So this is basically what appears when the game's loading. Your teammates can see this. You can customize that by unlocking and completing feats within the game. You get new stuff for that. It's pretty cool. Oop. And then you've got the archetypes. These are all the classes. They so there's usually sort of like two of each type for the most part. So like these two are quite similar. They have some shared ability or abilities. The abilities sort of vary from super jumps and sonic punches to turning invisible and throwing gas traps. Or the class I'm playing as, either the Siren or the Muse, they have like a projection dash where you can throw a projection which you can then teleport to, or you can either heal or use a blinding attack. Then there's this Enforcer one, which makes you immortal for a little bit of time, which is pretty cool. Yeah. You can change at any time. You don't have to stick with any particular one. All of the customization is individual as well. So, like, if I change this guy's hair, it'll only be for this class. I would have to change all of them if I wanted the characters to look identical, which is obviously what I've tried to do. Yeah, there's also challenges. They are actually here, but you can't track them. So I'm wondering if there's actually any rewards for doing them. You've also got quests. They seem to just be story related. They don't really seem to give you anything. I don't really know what the point in them is at the moment, but there's a little bit of story there for people who want it. They also give you little extra objectives to do when you're on the Battle Royale kind of map. So yeah, this can be played either solo or in trios. If you play solo, you get a free respawn when you die. You come back with an AK and a baseball bat, so you've got a little bit of a fighting chance against the people who are high level looters. And yeah, the main thing that I've learned so far, and I've played for about 6 to 8 hours, I would say. I've done some of it with a friend, some of it on my own. I suck at this game. I really suck at this game. But what you're going to see in a moment is just I think it's my third ever game, because I did the tutorial and then I did a game to sort of practice and see what was going on a little bit. And then I did like a third game, which I captured on film. And that is just how it played out. I edited out any boring bits where I was just sort of like camping around or whatever. But most of the gameplay is just as it was. Yeah, let's roll the footage. So, first things first with this battle royale. So you've got the red gas, which is like your circle that you need to sort of move to the center of. You can basically pick a starting location, and you literally just spawn there. So I mean, I've gone like the furthest away from where I actually need to be. We're going to be playing as the Siren. I thought my character looks a little bit like Virgil. There aren't too many options for character customization. It's a bit bare bones, but it's not the worst. You can kind of make something that sort of looks like what you want. You've got all of the Vampire the Masquerade sort of factions on display here. Okay, so let's start by losing this van. Yep, sure. And yep, sure. Okay. So yeah, you loot stuff, you get new guns. You can also feed on civilians. If other civilians see you feeding on civilians, you get marked for a blood hunt. That means everyone on the map gets alerted to your presence, which is kind of crazy. Like, they can see you through walls, like, all sorts. You've also got a vampire vision. Vampire vision is pretty weird. By feeding, you increase your base stats, so it could be melee damage, it could be, like, whatever. What is that? It's dual pistols. They weren't very good. So is this a... Oh, it's a crossbow. Awesome. Oh, I did that, huh? So we're looking for armor. But we're also going to get this, because it regenerates 1 of my health per second. You can free climb up any building that you see. So obviously it gives you advantage, but it also makes you visible to other players. So sometimes it's a good idea, sometimes it's not. I have yet to work out when it is a good idea and when it is not. So, oh, you better believe I hear someone. I don't know where they are though. One of my abilities is to throw this projection, and then I can leap to it basically. Oh, I didn't mean to go all the way up here. I feel silly now. Ah, healing. Healing is somewhat rare, or at least it has been for me. And I've not found any armor. Like, literally no armor at all. I guess we head towards the shooting. Oh, yeah. Can we... Oh, okay, he just dropped. Wait, where did he drop? Ah, I see him. I'm going to mess that up. I'm going to get shot from somewhere else as well if I'm not careful. Boom. Can I... So you can also feed on your opponents rather than just shooting them. This refills your health and it gives you, I think, some of their perks. Not 100% on that. So this person had a burst fire thing, which I still am not familiar with the guns yet, so I don't know what's good and what isn't. I'm just assuming... Okay, I did a bad job there. Damn, I didn't do that very well either. I'm not quite used to the trajectory of the... Interesting. Oh, okay, he's going high. Oh, I think he's up on the edge, maybe? My burst rifle out. Wait a minute. Well, he's got armor, which isn't good for me. Oh, really? See, that is the annoying thing. Like, you can get the drop on someone, you can, like, do really well, but they've got armor and you haven't, and it's like, okay, cool, it's over. Although I didn't actually get to shoot him at all. So yeah, you get respawns in this. You can restock those respawns by finding special civilians as well. And I'm not too sure what the easiest way to find those civilians is. I'm guessing they are marked more prominently on the map, I suppose. Keep thinking I'm hearing people. Okay, this guy is like... Buddy, you are in an annoying place. Give me my life back. Okay, I've got my life back, which means I can die again if I want to. Not that I want to. Try and get some better gear, so maybe we should... and we'll get the burst rifle as well. Oh, do we want the crossbow, actually? That was pretty good. You know what, we'll go back to the crossbow. Did my best. He may have found me. Okay, he used his ability to get the hell out of dodge, which is, oh, what did I just do? Who knows? I think I picked up some grenades. Basically, we're trying not to be too conspicuous with what we're doing. Wait, what did he just... Oh my god, I never have enough time. I feel like the TTK is just real low. Am I going to be in if I go... Oh, you know what? Okay, this could be a bad time, I think. No. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Thank you. Thank you for stopping it. Okay. So... Oh my god, it's closing again. Okay. Let's just move. We do have health regen. It's not the best, but it's something. No! Damn it, that extra life would have been real frickin' handy. I've got the wrong gun equipped, is what I've got. I just ran into the frickin' ring as well. So you know where I am? Are you freaking kidding me? Come on, give me the extra life. Okay. So it's ending on this, like, disco building. It's always the disco building. I'm not too sure what the best way to handle this is. Oh god, do we... Who's left? There's 3 left. We need to find the other guy before we... They haven't actually... noticed me. I mean, they have now. They're both on me. They're literally both on me. What is that? I can't poke again. I literally can't poke again. They're working together. Wait, is he pushing me? Where are they? Where are they? I don't know what's happening right now. Where? I didn't realize this was a building you could go in. What's the point? What point are we capturing? Screw it. I'm doing it. I know where he is. No! Ah! Yeah, no, he's got me, he's got me. That was annoying. I got a gold trophy for that. So, yeah. So the thing that I would say this game needs to sort out, and it's a bit of a desperate one, is audio. I think audio cues are not quite there. I've had like so many times where like I've heard nothing and like just been set upon basically. And I think that is kind of a huge issue, unfortunately. The actual gameplay is fun. It is genuinely fun. I think I need to adjust my sensitivity a little bit for certain things. Okay, back to present day me now. So yeah, the gameplay that you just saw there, that was basically my pretty much first impressions. I stand by basically everything that I said there. The one thing that I have learned since, I don't think you steal any perks or anything from your opponent if you use that takedown move on them. I think that was just garbage. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, otherwise, I think a lot of what I said was kind of true. On the subject of the time to kill, I would say, like, if you don't have armor on, the time to kill is super low, super, like, fast. Like, you will die, like, so quickly. Whereas if you do have armor on, the time to kill changes, so it's actually quite long. There's not really a middle ground. It's either you die instantly or you take ages. It can be very difficult to decipher whether or not your opponent is going to have armor or not before you engage on them, which means like you could be going in at a disadvantage without even realizing it, which is a real shame. What else? So yeah, audio is definitely a thing that is an issue. Sometimes things sound further away than they should be. Sometimes things don't make any noise at all when I really feel like they should, like characters' footsteps and the sound of characters when they fall to the floor and stuff like that. Unless it's from a really great height, it's really, really quiet and like you can barely hear it if there's any noise at all. And that's a real shame. That is a real shame because audio is very important in games like this, especially games that have a lot of verticality to them as well, because you need to know where you're going to get attacked from. The sound that the game makes when you're like climbing is quite loud, but like the running is not that loud. Jumping is not that loud. Abilities make a little bit of noise, but not as much noise as you'd think they would. So yeah, just audio balancing. Audio balancing needs to be way, way better. The other thing I would say is like all these NPCs with all the story dialogue and stuff. I don't know why I'm doing any of it. Like I'm sort of like I'm going through all these quests and I'm completing them, but I don't seem to be getting anything for it. Um, and the story is dull. Like it's not that it's bad. It's just it doesn't really exist outside of like through text, which makes it appear a bit dull. There's no voice acting really. There's like a limited amount of voice acting. There's like a tiny amount. And yeah, you just sort of seem to be ushered from point A to point B, and that's kind of all there is to the missions they give you. I mean, well, so I mean, when I played trios, trios and solo are the only options you have, and I only had one friend online at the time, so we literally just played as a two in trios, but we had to have a third with us, which made communication quite difficult, and quite often people just disconnect like long before they should, and it gets very frustrating. So I actually, in a lot of ways, preferred playing solo. Although I would say if you do have a full squad of three, that is probably the way to go. This is one of those games. I think as I said at the beginning, I'm not very good at this game. So I don't think unless our third player comes in and we have a really fun time, like playing for hours or whatever. I don't think this is going to make it into my regular rotation. I think it might be a temporary distraction more than like a sort of a replacement from Apex. Like Apex feels way smoother. I feel like there's a bit more like of a tactical side to Apex as well because you actually have to like think about constant positioning and movement. Whereas with this, it's like you either get caught out or you don't. Like you're either dead or you're not within like a split second, which isn't so much my type of battle royale. But for those who like that type of stuff, like it feels almost a little bit like PUBG meets like supernatural powers and stuff. I think maybe like PUBG meets like the verticality of Hyperscape. Like lots of like being able to like launch yourself up into the air and like climb up buildings and stuff. Like yeah, that's kind of the vibe it gives me. And for the record, Hyperscape, I genuinely don't think it was a bad game. I'm not one of the people that slates it. I think mechanically it was actually a really cool idea. So that's not a slur against this game to say that it's a little bit like Hyperscape in some ways. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's where I stand. I'll tell you what they could add. They could add a better sound effect for when you kill enemies. Like Apex has that really nice kind of noise that plays when you down someone or kill someone, and it makes you feel like a god when it plays. Whereas this doesn't quite so much have that. It's not as like punchy. It's not as doesn't make me feel as victorious. So the other thing that they could change is like I've not been able. Well, I don't know how they would change it, but I've not been able to find a sweet spot with my sensitivity. Good lord, how do I do anything? Oh god, look, there's my stick drift for you. Files controller. Aha. Okay, so this is what I'm on at the moment for my sensitivity. The general kind of look sensitivity is fine for just moving around, but I find it a little bit slow for when I'm like engaging enemies at hip fire, if I'm trying to do hip fire. The problem is if I up it by point 0.5, I find it goes too far the other way, and then I can't actually steady my reticule. I wish there was like a bit of a more slight, like increase slash decrease to the sensitivity. It's the same for this as well. At the moment, I'm feeling like my ADS is a little bit too slow, but when I put it up to the next one, I don't find I can aim easily. I really struggle. So I don't know. Maybe should we try putting everything up by point 0.5? Then we'll see what happens next time I play. I'm sure that'll be terrible. No, I don't want it. I don't want that one up by 5. No, I do. I don't think it's going to make any difference. Yeah, I mean, I've still got a lot to learn with this game, so my opinion should be taken with a grain of salt. I'm sure there'll be people that really like it a lot more than I do. I think its aesthetic is wonderful. I think the city that you go around, like the map, the city, is just wonderful. Again, even the hub world, it's really nicely detailed and stuff. There's little Easter eggs around here and there with bits of information and stuff. I might do an update to this when the battle pass comes out, just so we can see what the value of that is like. So yeah, for me, it's like, I mean, it's a free to play game, so like literally download it and give it a go. Like you've literally got nothing to lose, other than your time. That's it, I think. Are we finally at the end? I think we're finally at the end. So yeah, thank you very much for watching my very early gameplay. There might be some more to come as well. Um, yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Farewell.